a scene of greatness, a platform that seeks to build mighty men and women of God for their heavenly inspired assignment on earth. My name is Vincent Abuaje, who is the host for today. Today happens to be the 15th day of July 2019, and I have with me a powerful woman of God by name Rosemary Adupoku, who happens to be the Assistant College Registrar for College of Education, University of Education, Winneba, and he's in charge of the operations unit in the college, who is currently possessing 2 master's degrees, one from the University of Ghana and one from Purdue University in the USA. Woman of God, you're welcome.
Thank you, Vincent.
Today I'm so much glad that you happen to respond to our call on the topic love, lust, and infatuation. And I'm believing God that today is going to be a wonderful time for discussion as we'll be diving into the issue of love, lust, and infatuation.
I believe so.
Once again, you're welcome. So, Mommy, to set the ball rolling, we want to begin with this. We want our viewers to have a fair idea when it comes to the term love, lust, and infatuation, so that we all have a clue about what these 3 terms stand for, so that we can dive into it very well.
Yeah, I believe that these topics are very important in our days, as love is very key to our very existence as human beings on earth, our relationship with God and one another. So I believe that you are not far from wrong, and I believe that God will help us to deal with these topics in a way that will impact lives. To begin with, I would beg of my listeners that I'm not being biased, but I want to take it from the perspective of the Bible. In 1 Corinthians 13 verse 13, it says that now abideth 3 things: love, faith, and hope. And the greatest is love. When we say something abides, it means that it remains forever. So if anything will pass, love, hope, and faith will still remain. So I believe that it's very important for us to talk about love. And if you look at 1 John 4:16, it talks about we believe that we know and believe the love that God has towards us. And God is love. So I want to begin by saying that love is not a feeling at all. It's a person. Yes. Because God is love. So if God is love, then we can't say that God has love, but He is love. Yes. But I believe that infatuation and lust are feelings. Are you getting me? They are feelings. Whereas love is a person. If you look at John 4:24, Jesus says something to the Samaritan woman at the well. He said that God is a spirit, and they that worship Him should worship Him in spirit and in truth. So I believe that love is a spirit. Yes. Well, if God is love and God is a spirit, then love is a spirit, it's not a feeling. Yes. Whereas infatuation is a strong feeling that you have for somebody. Feeling of love is not love, but it's a feeling. It's an emotion of love that you have towards somebody unreasonably, also for a period of time. So it doesn't last. Whereas love never fails. Infatuation can fail because it's for a period of time. Lust is a very strong feeling that you have towards something or somebody. So if we say that lust, it could be a passion or a desire, a strong passion to do or to have something. So it might not be sin in itself, but the incidence of lust makes it a sin. What is your passion driving you to do? Or what is your desire driving you to do? So some people, their desire drives them to do the best that they can do for themselves and others. But others too, their desires drive them to, do things negatively impacting themselves and others. So I would say that infatuation, on the other hand, which is a feeling, as well as lust being a feeling. Infatuation is for a period of time, but you can have lust or passion or desire for the good things and the bad things. Yes.
So if I really get what you're saying, it means like lust and infatuation all has to do with feelings.
Yes.
Better said, say emotions.
Emotions.
But for infatuation, it's mostly on the verge of sex or desire for sex or something like that. And lust is not really only related to sex.
Sex.
If I really get to what
Yes. So infatuation can have that strong feeling of sexuality, or can have a strong feeling of, having somebody so badly. Are you getting me? Which is also a little close to lust, which people have towards the opposite sex. Yes.
So, Mom, what we are looking at, it looks like you can really lust after something which might not necessarily be
Negative.
Yeah, and also it might not even be directed towards an opposite sex. It can be something different, but it's just that you have a strong desire or a strong passion to achieve that.
Yes.
Those things are there. So, for the purpose of our conversation today, I really want us to limit it to having that feeling towards your opposite sex.
Okay.
So that it will be like we've come across a whole lot of incidents whereby somebody will say that this thing isn't really love. I have come to let's pick it on that point where somebody will actually come and propose and they would just like, is this really love? Is it lust or infatuation? I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
So how do I look out for those things?
I would begin by saying that to know the correct currency of a country, you might have to come in contact with the real currency, so that when you come across the fake, you might know the counterfeit, you might know it. And so the real deal is love. Yes. If you have the foundation of love, then you can discern, or you can use it as a measure to know whether the infatuation is setting in or lust is setting in. So I would propose that each and every one of us begin to build that foundation of love, which is God Himself. So if we exercise our fear in God and reverence God and love God, I believe that God will show His love through us, and that will be genuine love, which is free from infatuation and lust. Yes. So the one being proposed to, or the one proposing, should have that strong foundation of knowing the love of God. As I quoted, 1 John 4:16 says that we have known and have believed the love that God has towards us. You understand? So if we know that love and we have believed it, then it has to work through us, so that when we are proposing, we know that it's not infatuation, neither lust, to sleep or to have that person for a short period and dump him or her, but it's going to be a love that never fails.
Yes. It's going to be a love that never fails, and I really like that part. I think we will be talking much about the genuine love, because I believe that most of the times when we start doing some of these things, we really place emphasis on the negative the more. And when it happens that way, people actually focus on that one instead of getting the reality. So we'll be having a time to discuss into deep the genuine love that we're supposed to, how to go about it, how we should do it, so that at the end of the day we'll be able to achieve the right result. But more about, I just want us to consider these ones. What are the qualities that I'm supposed to look out for? What are the discerning features that I'm supposed to look out for? Assuming I'm just a young girl, I'm just a young boy, somebody have just approached me. In the first place, I'm the kind of person who don't even have much information about these things that we are talking about. How do I know? Because just as you were saying, we also have the existence of genuine love. That one too is there. So in order not to be confused as to whether it's genuine love or whether it's infatuation, or as to whether it's that kind of thing, what are the things that I should look out for? Assuming I'm just a young girl, probably say SHS, to some extent teenagers.
Okay, first of all, I'll go back to the Bible. If you look at 1 Corinthians 13 again, the first quality of love is long suffering. But long suffering is of God, because that nature is a godly nature. But when it comes to us, individuals or human beings, we talk about patience. So patience is a staying power that you have to endure, let's say, provocation or hurt or harm for a very long time. So in our case, I would say that young people, when they come into contact with some of these proposals and relationship problems, first of all, I advise that they look out for people that have patience with them, to stay with them, study their nature, have a conversation, build a friendship relationship before we even talk about, marriage, courtship, and all that kind of stuff. So I believe that that premise will help each and every one of us to build a kind of solid friendship before we even get into what we mean by courtship, engagement, and then marriage. So the best foundation that we can give to ourselves is patience when it comes to love. Being patient with one another, studying one another, and knowing the do's and the don'ts, what hurts and what doesn't hurt, what I like and what I don't like, what makes me feel good and what makes me feel bad. I believe that in those processes, we need the nature of love, which is patience. Yes.
The patient aspect of it.
The patient.
Wow, that is really wonderful. I believe my viewers out there are equally enjoying it, just as we are dissecting the mysteries behind love, lust, and infatuation. But mommy, I want to come back to you. Considering these whole ideas, like there are some instances where it will just look like I'm a young girl, a guy has proposed to me, and it looks like he's really feeding me with a lot of sweet words. And in its own way, it just look like this guy really cares about me, really loves me. Because by what he's doing, the signs, the signals that he's showing, just like it could be real. But we also know that there are a lot of guys who can really portray themselves in that manner, not because they really love the person, but just want to have advantage of them, probably after using them, just damage them somewhere, and then continue with their life. And these are the kind of words. They tend to show care, they tend to provide things that is sometimes which we cannot. And all these things will be coming in. So just a young girl like me, these are all signs that really show that he is into it. How do we handle such a case?
Yes, I would also say that on that premise, I would say females, ladies, or women experience love. What it means is that our ears are tuned more towards what you tell us than what you do.
Yeah. Wow.
So we experience love, and that is how we experience it.
Wow.
That is why a lot of ladies, a lot of women, a lot of girls are falling for the men, because in that we listen to, we have ears to listen, and the ears that we have are ears to listen to the sweet words. And then therefore, when we have experienced that, we have taken in those words, it kind of soothes us. You understand? Because Bible says that sweet words or words, soft words, pacify anger. So it means that soft words does something to the heart. And that is actually what it does to a lot of ladies. Sweet words. But I would always say that go for the character and not the charisma. The charisma is what the person is telling you. But behind the charisma, go for the character. And the only way you can get the character is to delve deep and know the love of God. When you know the love of God and you compare with what He's telling you is love, I believe that you can have the difference, or the difference can be very clear.
Go for the character.
Go for the character and not the charisma.
And I really love it so much. So just go for the character and the charisma. Mommy, we'll be back. and we will discuss, because we have a lot of situations whereby these days guys who have come to know that these are the things that really ladies expect to hear,
That's
what
right.
they really want. So
Yeah.
some people can just organize themselves in that arena
right.
just to get their head on the ground. It's already they want to do whatever thing that they want. But before we go into that, we would like to take a short break, and after that, we take another message. So my viewers out there, we just believe that we also had a wonderful time with us. Don't forget, it's the Greatness Scene, a platform that seeks to build mighty men of God for their heavenly inspired assignment on it. And today we are hosting this Rosemary
Oh, come home, team so